Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah.
People was going off about the entrances. It was cool. Yeah, that was cool. I mean,
dog, no, forget they was cool. Eubank, John, bro, and don't worry, I'm making another skit about that too. Eubank, dog, that 50 Cent intro, everybody in the hood, everybody who know Get Rich or Die Trying that album, dog, 50 came out with the mink on, they both had on the minks, 50. And then the last one they played, I whoop your head, but that's my song, two niggas in the front, two niggas, bro, man, the
Floyd
voice in my head.
For Judah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, the voice in my head say, well, I'm not even gonna get y'all fined and beat my tower. Bro, 50 was going off on that joint. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yo.
And it was all downhill from
all downhill from listen, but just so we know, before we actually get into the fight, the next time something like that happens, take note. Somebody unplug the aux, dog. Don't let your opponent walk out to no banger shit like that. Take the aux from this nigga. Unplug the aux. Kick the DJ booth over something. Don't let somebody walk down with that much aura and sauce, as the kids say, dog. That was crazy. Shout out to 50 Cent. That was a crazy joint. Beautiful. I loved it. Please continue the fight.
I don't even know where to go now.
Crazy.
And then Conor Benn, I didn't know his was fly too. But
his was fly too. 50 took it, bro.
You thought, I mean, it was cool.
Bro, I grew up on Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. That album, bro, that is literally one of the best, that's top 5 best rap albums in history ever. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's top 5 ever. That and TM101. TM101 by Jeezy, that and TM101 is two. They call TM101 the street Bible. And Get Rich or Die Trying is right there with it.
Damn.
They are two of the best albums ever made in history. Ever.
I ain't gonna touch it.
I would say the two biggest rap albums of the new millennium, 2000 onward, is Get Rich or Die Trying and the Marshall Mathers LP.
MMLP1 was crazy.
Those were the two that I remember were just everywhere. Everybody, the moms knew the songs. Like,
and Eminem is my favorite rapper ever. So yes, I do know MMLP1. It's come on, bro.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, get to the fight then, goddamn.
Who's fighting off? Who's kicking us off with the fight? Go ahead, Sean.
You kick us off with the goddamn minks and shit.
I gave the third round. I'm going to backtrack, but I did give the third round to Eubank.
So did I.
Thank you. See, I know what I be talking about. So I gave it.
That might have been the only round.
That was the only round he won.
There was maybe one,
I didn't give him nothing. I think some people.
I gave him the third.
Yeah, I can't remember what round it was, but somebody shot. But I gave him the third. But from round 1 on up, you got to understand this. People ask me all the time, hey, how do you beat a taller fighter as a shorter fighter? Watch that fight. That fight is how you do it.
Constant ball of motion.
Not even just only a constant ball, but it's the truth. Yeah. Not only just constant ball of motion, right? It was when you have the shorter man out jabbing the taller man and being more accurate with the jab than the taller man, that's one problem. But then also the feints were another problem. The movement was another problem. But I'm going to tell y'all what the biggest problem was. There was one big problem, and the same thing happened in Usyk Fury, should I say 1. 1 up top, 2 down bottom. I don't care how big and strong you are. I don't care about any of that. When you let somebody keep touching you with a straight 2 to the body, you're not going to have you're not going to have a long night at all. It's going to be a short night. And if it is long, it's going to go how it went last night. You cannot allow somebody to keep stabbing you to the gas tank like that. So
that was the first Usyk with the left hand.
With the left hand.
Round 1.
Round 1. On boom.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what Conor Benn did. He utilized the jab more people, and then you start to see, because I was actually commentating the fight on my TikTok, you start to really see how much people don't understand boxing, right? People got into this notion of saying, Eubank isn't fighting back. It's not that he's not fighting back. It's that he doesn't understand the distance. That's 1. He does not understand the distance. 2, when you have somebody that every time you move your hands, they are punishing you for moving your hands, you tend to stop moving your hands as much. You keep them home because you want to defend yourself. Then when you got somebody that keeps stabbing you in the body, it makes you hesitant because now he stopped boxing. He's not boxing as well. A lot of time to be able to be that good mobile boxer, you need to have your legs. If somebody keeps siphoning the gas tank, you don't have your legs anymore. So it just turned into a slow massacre because of the fact that he was just stabbing and stabbing and stabbing at the gas tank and causing a slow leak. And then it got into the later rounds, man, and at that point, I feel like Conor Benn did not care, and he didn't. He didn't care about Eubank's power no more because you ain't got enough to hurt me. But then another dangerous problem is that people don't understand.
Because Eubank would counter him in spots, but there was nothing on it.
But there was nothing on it. And then when Eubank tried to get wind sprints, it was just that wind sprints. So when you have somebody giving you wind sprints and you know they tired, they're going to give you the wind sprint and then they're going to try to back off watch you. Don't allow them to do that.
Tell them what the wind sprint is.
The wind sprint is you get a quick little burst of energy. And then you realize you just use all your reserves, and now you're just like, yeah, you fucked up. Now my turn. So the problem is when you let a guy wind sprint on you, You don't let him take that break. You go cut his ass right off and you put that heat on him. Why? Because that's when he's trying to take a break. No, live with the consequences of your actions. And that's what happened. Conor Benn was making him live with the consequences of his actions. And then another dangerous thing that happened was Eubank became, I do believe, up until he got dropped those 2 times, it was a big portion of the fight where he became punch numb. Where he wasn't even really fully feeling the shots no more. He was just taking blunt force damage, and it was just bad. And then it finally caught up to him. He got caught on the ear, which is a legal shot right here. That shot was not in the back of the head. The one that wobbled him for, it was not in the back of the head. It was right here on the ear, and wobbled him, put him down, and then he got back up. He's falling forward. Another thing, stop saying that the second shot was, it was some blatant back in the head. When you got somebody trying to clinch you and grab you and giving you the back of their head, the referee will tell you, I cannot tell him to stop hitting you in the back of your head if you're giving him the back of your head. Yeah, do not accept the clinch. I love that Conor Benn was not accepting the clinch. You have an option to accept the clinch or not. Don't accept the clinch. So he was moving back from the clinch and threw the shot, and it landed where it landed. That's not my fault. That's your fault for putting your head down and clinching. Shout out to Eubank because he didn't car.
I need that kind of referee in that boxing match I had as a kid. Remember? I told you about the kid kept turning his head and he had his stepdad break us every time. Anyway, brought back trauma.
But it's true. And shout out to Eubank because I'm not. This is not a down talk on Eubank at all. It's not. Shout out to Eubank because he didn't car. He had every reason to lay down and stay down, and he didn't. That man still got up and he went to fall. So I'm not throwing no dirt on Eubank.
No, Eubank.
It's the truth.
Eubank, they both in these 2 fights helped clear each other's names. Because Eubank, before this, is a self-admitted prick, kind of an asshole, and knows it a little bit. And a lot of his country saw him that way. Like a bit of a knob, So, but because Conor Benn, he popped hot for steroids and all that, and he provided this foil for Eubank to actually be the good guy for once, or at least the anti-hero. And then he backs it up by winning the first fight and winning it on fumes, having to win it on all heart down the stretch, last 5 rounds on fumes. And that makes people go, okay, I may not like you, but I respect you.
I respect you.
And that's what. And then for Conor Benn, he actually gets to move on and have a career again because he took his suspension. He took tough questions from me out here for the Pistol Pete Dobson fight. He took a lick in the first fight. He got slapped across the... So people are like, all right, and we're in the social media age. There'll always be memes about him and everything, but people, it's like, all right, enough's enough. You ate your crow. What's next? You going to 54 next? Can you make 47? He gets to have his career again. So these two...
Boiling dog frogs and eating crows now.
Yeah, man. A lot of animals. Shout out to the animals. PETA don't shut us down. And lastly, stop bringing up the rehydration. That's one thing I hate, man. Fans love doing it. Stop talking to me about rehydration clauses. If you sign that contract willingly, you sign that contract willingly. If you are fighting someone, let's just say you are moving up, and the champ say, we got to fight in a phone booth with broken glass on the floor. Well, you better go ahead and get you some wooden shoes made and keep your hands up, because that's what you got to do. If you decide you want to sign that contract, I don't want to, they should do a trilogy at 163. For what? For what? Conor Benn is already coming up in weight. Now y'all want to give Eubank even more of an advantage? If Eubank can't make the weight, that's okay. But stop trying to act like the rehydration clause is the problem. You signed it. If you signed it willingly, you got to live with the consequences of your action. Because guess what? If he'd have won with that rehydration clause, he won with the rehydration clause. Come on, bro.
You know what, though? At the same token, though, just like you're saying, you got to hold it. I think you got to hold it if you're the fighter putting it in the contract. So, Conor Benn, it's like Tank and Ryan, right?
Yes.
Okay, you did that. You were good business. Yes. You made him get down to a weight that's probably uncomfortable for him. Yes. You knocked his ass out.
Yes.
Don't cry when we bring up he was a little weight trained though.
Yeah.
I think that's the other side of it is if you do that, Conor Benn got the rehydration clause. Smart. It paid off. You won the fight easy. Now we got to bring up he was totally weight trained. That's not taking credit away from you. That's calling a spade a spade.
But I can say this, right? And you world-class fighter, world champion, hold 9 yards out of cool shit, right? Yeah, of course, former. But we both know that boxing is also a game of what? Advantages, right? Anytime you take a fight, whether it was in most cases, you may have been giving up height, but you still feel like you had the advantage on movement, activity, Anytime a fighter takes a fight with another fighter, I don't care what the level is. It could be the bottom of the barrel to the top most elite level. Anytime a fighter takes a fight with another fighter, there are advantages. And even in your mind, if you're saying, I got this advantage over him, boxing is nothing more than a game of advantages. So if that rehydration clause is a part of your advantage, cool. But but on top of that, me being the king, I deserve everything because you coming to my house to take what I got. I would never complain about no man putting nothing in his contract when I'm coming to take what he got. I'm not worried about it. If I got to get a nutritionist, I'm going to do it. But I guarantee you this much. If you beat me, it's not because no rehydration clause. It's not because of nothing. It's because of the fact that you was better than me that night. This game is built off of advantages. Reach advantage, height advantage, speed advantage, IQ advantage. You could be as strong, smart, fast as you got. If you don't got the IQ and the knowledge, chances are you're going to get your ass kicked.
Hey, how long you been involved in boxing?
This is my 20th year.
Have you ever heard in all the years of being in boxing that boxing is a game of advantages?
In so many words, yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it
is.
It is.
We all look for advantages over a guy. All of it. All right, y'all want to say it's not advantages? Cool. Watch this. This guy just got flown in on a short notice fight. He got to go all the way to Saudi Arabia. Him getting on that plane was a huge disadvantage. He got to get used to the time. He got to get used to the food. He got to get used to all that. They only give him a week out. We're just playing pretend here. I'm not naming any fighter because I don't really care and I don't know any fighter. But I'm just saying they brought him in the week of the fight. It's going to take your body way longer to adjust to that time zone difference than 1 week. You're not going to be going literally all the way across the world and then be good. Then you got to get used to their food. You got to get used to their water. You got to get used to everything. You might go out there and get a sinus infection and get sick because the air is literally different. But guess what? The champ been out there for 4 weeks getting ready and training and all that good stuff. And then they gave you the last minute call. That's an advantage for you. Being on that plane that hurts your body and make you stiff and make your back. It do all of those things. All these things are advantages. Boxers are people who seek advantages, and we do.
So let's go back real quick, because last week I said...
But I get to bring it up. Chris Eubank can't bring it up. I get to bring it up, though.
I don't think nobody should bring it up. You're a man, accept that. Even fighting...
He can't bring it up.
Yeah, nobody can bring it. I feel like nobody can. If they say... if Shawn Porter said, hey, I want to fight XYZ because this is my hometown, that's a hometown advantage for you. Yeah. And then somebody say, no, I wanted to be neutral. And you say, no, I'm the champ. We fighting at my house. Yeah. You got to go to his house and you got to take it.
Yeah.
This is a game of advantage. You're not going to say, oh, I'm the champ. I want to go to his house. You're not going to do that. Yeah. You're going to say, no, you're going to come to me if you wanted that bad.
Yeah.
It's a game of advantages.
That's how it's always went, you know.
Advantages. Stop bringing up. I just don't like the rehydration clauses, dog. You signed a contract. Be a man and live and die by your actions.